So I just want to give you a bit of an update on Ollie since the last session.
Yeah.
Completely transformed. He was struggling with his behaviour, if you remember, with his, he was getting bullied, and that was having a knock-on effect.
Yeah.
And he was getting a lot of like behaviour marks at school, negative behaviour marks. And he hasn't had one for 2 weeks solid.
Great.
And I'm absolutely delighted. He's not about going to school. He's quite. It's like, what happened? Where's this preteen gone?
Wow. Oh, brilliant.
And he's even school have rang me and said what a difference in him.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, that's
I'm
great.
absolutely delighted. So thank you very much for
Oh, you're welcome.
clearing that you did for him, because it's just been amazing.
Great. You're very welcome. Thanks for letting us know. That's good to hear.
I just wanted to pass that on.
Smashing. Cool. So obviously, because he had a week off school, didn't he?
He had a week, so he was on what they call zero tolerance, which meant just to try and get him out of the habit of his behaviour. And they knew it was caused by the bullying,
Yeah.
but they didn't want it to affect him like long term. So that they did something that they call zero tolerance, which is where if you get one behaviour mark, you're in detention that night.
Yeah.
And they ring home and say he's not home. So the first day he got one and he was in detention, and then he didn't get any for that week. And then he had a week off, and then he had a week after half term where he was still on detention. And then he had another week where he wasn't on report, and he stuck to it.
Okay.
So even not being on zero tolerance, I thought, I wonder if it's going to end up going back over again when he's not under that much pressure.
Yeah.
But it hasn't. It's continued.
So has he mentioned the bullying and stuff? Is it still happening, or is he?
I don't know whether it's still happening, but his manager is coping with it.
Yeah.
And he's, he's quite transparent, so I tend to know when.
Yeah.
If he's keeping something from me or he's not being straight, I tend to be able to tell.
Yeah.
And when I say to him, "How's your day been?" Great, yes, great. And he started asking me, funnily, he's never done this before. He started saying to me, "How's your day, Mum?"
Nice.
And I was like, "Sorry." But yeah, so the first thing he gives me a hug again, which he wasn't doing. He was like, "No, nobody come near me."
Wow.
And he started asking me how my day is when I get in from work.
Oh, I'm really pleased. That's cool.
So
yeah,
completely.
Just shows that even, and it's not going to work every time, but even with like bullying and stuff, it's more about what's going on inside of us.
It was keeping it trapped. Yeah. Keeping it in, and I think sometimes you just need that little bit of deeper help, don't you? To just process your emotions, and whatever you did was wonderful, because he's transformed. I hope I'm not, thinking he's never going to have a wobble again, or he's not going to turn into Kevin the teenager again, because obviously there's the hormones going on as well. But
absolutely.
But what you did for him definitely helps.